Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report about a company trying to make a big move. Will they pull it off, or will it all fall apart like a badly built house of cards? Let's find out. In simple terms, this company called Aimfinity Investment Corp is trying to merge with another company named Doctor. It's like two puzzle pieces trying to fit together to make one bigger picture. But as always in the world of business, things are not always that simple. This report gives us a peek behind the curtain so that we can see if they will actually fit. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Join us, we will be happy to have you. We are looking at something called an 8K form. This is a report companies file with the Government Securities and Exchange Commission to announce important events. Think of it as a business's way of shouting, hey, look at this. The company we are looking into is Aimfinity Investment Corp, which we will call IMUF to make it simpler. They are based in the Cayman Islands for legal reasons, but their main office is in Wilmington, Delaware. This section talks about the planned merger, that is, the joining together of IMUF with Doctor Inc. Basically, IMUF is trying to buy Doctor through a series of steps to become one big company. They are doing this by merging with a company they created just for this deal, which is then merging with Doctor. After this merger is complete, the combined company will be called Intwater Holding Inc. The merger plans have been in the works since fall of 2023, when IMUF and Doctor signed an agreement to merge. They are doing this because Doctor's stockholders are expected to own most of the combined company. In accounting terms, IMUF is being treated as the company being bought. There was also a registration statement filed, which is a document that gives details about shares being offered. The numbers shown in that document assume different scenarios about how many shareholders of IMUF ask for their money back, a fancy term we call redemption. In March of 2025, the company had a meeting where the shareholders voted to approve the business combination, that is, the merger. However, during the meeting, a number of shareholders owning over 1 million shares decided to exercise their rights to redemption. Redemption means shareholders want to cash out, meaning they want to exchange their shares with money. Because of this, some of the financial information has been updated to reflect how much money actually left the company. Now to the numbers. Let's look at the unaudited pro forma condensed combined balance sheet, a forecast of what the balance sheet would look like on June 30, 2024 if the merger had already happened. Accounts receivable, which is the money owed to the company but not yet received, is about $3,781. Total current assets are assets that can easily be converted into cash, ended at $63,228. These numbers are relatively small, but so is the company. Here we have property. That sounds very generic, but it includes an asset of $6,870.549. Turns out this real property is located in Mercer Island, Washington State. We can see that IMUF acquired this property by issuing 6 under A.F.A. Chang. Accounts payable and accrued expenses is the money the company owes to suppliers and other short-term debts, which is $2,663,073 all said. The total assets are 6,930 Kiesike dollars and $123. Now, these numbers may not mean a lot by themselves, so let's quickly compare them to the statement of operations to see what's really going on. If we scroll to the unaudited summary of operation, we can get a better insight on the company itself. This report reflects projections for the 6 months ended June 30, 2024. Revenue is the income generated through business activity. In this case, the revenue is a mere $19,983. This means that Doctor, who is the main income contributor, isn't really making a lot of money. In fact, it's worse than that. If we compare it to selling, general, and administrative expenses, we find that the business spent about $684,415. Combining this with research and development expenses spending $89,658. We get that the net loss is hefty city 400 on 45, meaning that the company is actually losing money. If we zoom out and look into the yearly report of December of 2023, we get a better story. Revenue is slightly better year after year, standing at $30,081, but the problems are still there and the expenses exceed that of the revenue. Spending is in the millions and the company is losing even more money at approximately $3,161 and $851 and $851 and $851. And to top it off, the basic and diluted loss per share is XL032. Of course, there are always risks. This section mentions important risks, such as the deal falling apart, which could happen for many reasons, including regulators not approving it. Also, it mentions the ability of Aimfinity Doctor not being able to work together as one business, and the risk of disruption in business from the announcement, which could drive away customers and key team members, and that could hurt their bottom line. This is standard across the business, but it exists nonetheless. You can find all of this and more in previous filings with the SEC, such as their initial public offering prospectus, their annual report, and the final prospectus relating to the business here. Finally, the report is signed off by Ifa Chang, the Chief Executive Officer, confirming the information is accurate to the best of their knowledge. So what's the big picture? This merger appears to be a Hail Mary pass. Both companies are small, neither are profitable, and the merger is more of I scratch your back, you scratch mine. The real winner are third parties, such as underwriters and financial advisors who get shares after the agreement. The actual shareholders would realistically benefit if the company actually had profit from real revenue. Alright, that's our breakdown of Aimioff's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.